Oh my gosh. It's been a little bit. I think it's been a month since I streamed. Is that right? Is that Phoenix right? When was the last time I streamed? What was the last day that I streamed?
I know Mark.
I don't remember, but it's been about a month. So, yeah, I'm playing Phoenix Wright today. More like Phoenix Wrong. Ha! I'm funny. My last Discord. Oh, okay. The 26th. Okay, that's about like 8 days less than a month. So yeah, let's play a fucking game. Let's go. Oh my goodness. How's everyone doing? All right. Let's see. Play game. Wait. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair! Oh. I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I'm afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick. You gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. I'm gonna miss Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlikely sap dating her. Ooh, can she be my attorney? Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh my god. The 23 years that I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, sir, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your abilities. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them correctly, clearly, and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Glad I read the report case. It's, wait. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Wow, it doesn't even say. It would be even funnier if his first name was Harry. Yeah, I think the intent was to hint at that. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed on the court records. Just press tab to check it at any time. Remember, to check it often, do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Cindy. Alright, it didn't say that before. Am I crazy? It didn't say that before. Remember to check it often, do it for me. Mr. Wright. Who's the victim? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Yeah, so I did the first 3 cases, so I kind of know how to play through the first 3. So thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. I found it lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it as evidence. Statue added, the court records. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during this trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab or right button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information in the trial's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? I don't think you're dating anymore. I think that's being dumped. What you describe as generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Listen, lies, all lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. Funny, that actually does look... That is exactly a United States passport. That's weird. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh my god. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer this question. Larry has a way of running his mouth and all. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. I'm gonna die. I was gonna drop dead. Oh my god. No. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh my god. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering? Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I get a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? Well, the man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh my god. Mr. Sawit, you sell the newspaper subscriptions, right? Or is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. This account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added to the court record from noon to 6 on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. Wait, hold on. Time of death 4 to 5. Oh my god. That time of death. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Alright. Right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you disposed of the lies of the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What, he was lying? Your client was innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony, or is your client really guilty? But I prove he's not. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab and then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Okay, cross-examination. Let's go. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought I must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Full frightened, found myself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. There we go. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes. It was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There's no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain that how do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that, what? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Saw It. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Alright, that's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony. The time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Saw It? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now, Mr. Saw It. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Saw It. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. The murder victim must have been what I saw. Table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yes, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony? Something's fishy here. Very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered the table clock. Oh, I saw. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess that just slips my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. Actually, save. Alright, save 3. Actually, yeah, this is it. Which is a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Well, you with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time allowed. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with his testimony? Yes. Your Honor. There's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Why? You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. He struck her with the clock. The shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Oh my god. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. Sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with a clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I saw it. Gah! It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor? A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor? You claim the witness you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing on this. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sott heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear simply because if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now. Your Honor, may I have the clock? This court will listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is a thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sott heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! 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 You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about? Well, it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. That's right. I'm gonna prove that. Damn it. Oh, so close, Mr. Wright. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I can't. Yes, I can, unfortunately. This ends a cross-examination. I came all the way here to testify, and look what happened. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do now. There is. Not so fast, Mr. Sott. Yeah, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere to prove it. Right. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright? You said the clock was already running slow. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this off. Let's see this evidence that proves the clock was running slow. The passport. Paris. Victim had just returned from home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sott. Or should I say, Mr. Did It? I fucking love this game. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and to find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Hell yeah. I did it. I did the thing. And with that, the court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sot let himself in to do his dirty work. While searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sot grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job out there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I can English. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner. Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me off for a fool. Alright, don't that make you want to cry? Larry, are you sure? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show to your friend? That's a weird tongue twister. Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. The heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Do you think so? And it's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen. Learn, grow, strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Never! Well, I think our work is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Don't phrase it like that. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of the reason you became a lawyer is because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? The names are hilarious. Hell yeah. Like, who let them do this? I mean, it is the States, so... And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock you gave to Maya. Wait, what's his actual name? Larry. Why is Mia calling him Harry? Whatever. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Can't believe that took like 30 minutes and some change. Yes. Okay. Hello? This is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz for the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is the time? It's what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not an old kid anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Also, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't working right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock out, sorry. I put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 p.m. to pick it up? It'll be a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I'll expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Cool. Hell yeah. September 5th, 8:57, Faye and Co. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor letter. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho, my dear Miss Faye. I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Ugh. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye and Co. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. But what's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I smell blood. This. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the floor. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulders, then all too quickly it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. Ironic that this became the winter weapon again. Shard to glass. This seems to be the remains of glass light stand. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quickly. What was that? Someone screaming from the outside of the window. Oh my god. Staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The Thinker, lying next to me on a weapon. Thinker was at his court records. There's some glass in the chief nearby. Broken glass. Cool. Nothing else seems like a clue here. A piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on a scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store died yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl is doing here. Phone retrievers missing face screws. I better not use it. Move to Faco and law offices. Girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right here on the sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Oops, don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya. So Mia is writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and sis, so she was already dead. You and the chief. So you're the chief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And you're here, visiting, this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted to keep some evidence here for her. Evidence? Yes, it was that clock. It was the Thinker. Oh, okay. I usually sit here. Sense. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Now I've done it. Police. Freeze, police. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. C. Oh my god. What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, C. Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that one I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have... Whoa. Excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. September 6th, 9:07. Detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa. Did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I'd done it. I look at it like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was thinking about my sister. I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today's returning your partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd things go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned? He's a genius! One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go if I ever get in trouble. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Oh my god. Rude. Rude. That's what she said. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Maya, I know. Talk about Maya. There's something that I want to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in that case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Hear her own voice? Yes. Pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete things. Your cell phone. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. The detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see the detective gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. So you're an acolyte. Medium in training. That's right, the Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountainside. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers are first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact me a spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry, I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I was wondering if... Could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I ever need trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me? Sure. Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. Wait. Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They'll be giving me until 4 p.m. this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Let's see. Grossberg Law Office. September 6th. Grossberg Law Office. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'll be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer, but not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll have to come back later. This is important. Wall painting was practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the police is nothing to sneeze at either. Or I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at, for that matter. I can English. Alright. Go show us those pencil looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Table for clients? I'll get ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even if I can tell someone here's got... Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. I really need to... Okay. Wording is hard, yeah. Let's see, let's go to the detention center. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, was it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. But Miss Faye, do you do an autopsy? Wanna know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, September 5th, 9 p.m. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Oh, Maya. I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. But this is the one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Pen is Gumshoe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. You do know him, don't you? I know him. He's the fear prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. I'll stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him like that. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, did you see my Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Oh no, you're good. You're good, Crazy Fish. It was good. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy. What should I do? What should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? Says the Steel Samurai warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV. Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She's worried it might be lost if it went down this precinct. That's what she said. Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. Y'all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Let's think of it. I completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Oh my god. No. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you've seen her already. You sent her home already then. Aha! You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside of her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay, this is part of the case where it's just overly complicated. Law offices. I guess I should go to the hotel. Number 6. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi, smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Teehee. Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I can barely contain myself. Oh, let me freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. The lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Hey, hey, hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy! You really shouldn't ride around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Yeah. You think you can tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Yeah, this game is just cleavage the game. I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound like just a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. She's the embodiment of 2005 emo, except more pastel. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to the court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Naya? Who is that? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute when you blush. Oh my god, believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is that you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy, this room. See, there are 2 glasses on the table, and someone's staying with you here. Ooh, what amazing powers are you? You must be the one One of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no. I'm just a lawyer. See, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, hmm? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers, hmm. Oh boy. Alright, well... Wait. Summer sunlight streams through the window. Would be difficult to recognize a face from this distance. Okay. Okay. Well. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So, you're the one who says... you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you? Well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya. Go on. Why the third direction? Cha-cha. I'm really busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial is tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Miss Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I knew that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse, sorry. Goodbye. Fine. I don't have time to argue with it anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Mia. How do you know Miss Faye? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back. That one. The painting. It's quite a painting. Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hats. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Cool. Okay, time to talk to Mia. Or Maya. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, I really don't think you should use that guy. He doesn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. You told me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to the piece of evidence from the upcoming trial. As a thinker, it's practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was around 9 p.m. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear from you. Your family. What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. Your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I'd lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So who is this, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use the spirit medium? They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. So my mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. Wait, excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyers comes, I guess. 4 p.m. That time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Defend Maya. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer, but there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. And when this strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way the lawyer refused to help out Maya, but more than all that, she has no one else to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew. She smiled at last, so it looks like an entirely different... she looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawers? It was when I tried looking in the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay, let's go to Gatewater. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I just come to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May is right now? Ah, but I believe our guest is currently using the facilities. If you've no need for anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Yes. Wait, no, wait, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to sneak around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! Came back so quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corps phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corps? Where have I heard that name? That was his name. My sister told me. What was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother? Could it be a coincidence? The screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap out of the court record. This is definitely something suspicious. There's something definitely suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. We'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy? Still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. Look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. Oh, man. Save your progress? Yes. God, this game is so fun. I love it. It's a good game, this game. This Phoenix Wright. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. You better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss May, the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe it for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use a floor map of the office to explain. Body was found by the window here. The cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder of the weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Could you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh, smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions. Witness testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Huh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Professor Sean? With the raid? Welcome on in! What were you playing? Let me shout you out really quick. Oh, there we go. If you aren't following Professor Sean already, go ahead and do that. Oh, Final Fantasy V! I don't think I've played that one. How was it? Thank you for bringing your friends over. I appreciate you. Let's give it a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. And phase arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. Call was from a customer at Gatewater, right across the crime from the crime of the scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right. Please continue. Is it enjoyable enough? How's Phoenix writing going? It's going pretty good. I'm on case 2 right now. Trying to prove my my client innocent. So yeah, Detective Gumshoe, how would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the crime scene of the crime? I say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Yeah, so the true murderer was this guy named Wright of Blue Core. Yeah. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act won't get you so far. With their funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime. Well, he does have a point about her. It's pretty unmistakable. Should pick one point to press a little more clear. Immediately arrested Miss Fey. What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Fey at the very moment of the murder. Yeah, seeing single contradiction only just have to make my eyes press. See the phone. Miss Maya Fey? Why don't we just go? Not describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss Maya isn't suspicious. Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess crossing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up here in my chest, Your Honor. Or something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Yeah. Thanks again for the raid, Professor Sean. I appreciate you. Securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. And a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Yep, contradiction. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective, Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I know I'm real embarrassed. I forgot it. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin a cross-examination. Hard evidence. A memo. The victims, and there's blood found on the victim's finger. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain this autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. Prosecution's point rests. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That's all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look so shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham. Heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report in the courtroom. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the reason. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution will like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh my god. Oh my god. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winging. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the hearts of every man in this courtroom. Oh my god. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fanco law office. That's right, big boy. Oh my god. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. And I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's what I saw. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkable, solid testimony. I don't see... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. Gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. What was it? Figure. Question the testimony. What? Miss Maya, I'm willing to bet that Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Tell the truth. Did you really see the defendant? I don't think she did. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you really had a witness, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Faye, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus, but still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged first. Bra hater personality, yeah. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. He screamed chronically online in 2005. Then the girl in the hippie dress, or in the hippie clothes, ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y thing, the thinker, I think. Well, does... Yeah, I know exactly where to press her. Don't take that out of context. That sounds weird. A clock? Are you pressing? Oh my god, stop. No. No. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Larry. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on this sometime. I have a feeling this is the right answer. I can't remember entirely, but... Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. He was found guilty of murder. Order, Miss May. Can you explain how you know this was a clock? Ooh, the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection. The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stops me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fainco? No, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room, hee. The law offices of Fainco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel, so she could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now? I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You're at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard the clock go off. The building next door. Have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. Prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objections to say. Damn. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court. Conceivable, the clock was. It's empty. There we go. Clockwork is missing. The clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? This is the defense that says the clock is missing. It's clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It says you can see the clock was empty. It couldn't have wrong. Therefore, the witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? What a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty, somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, and you can say it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clock was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Oh. I really hope that there's a photoshopped meme of Edward just going, Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the cell phone. Take a look at this. It's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim the day of the murder. Order! Order! Defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Ugh, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. Ah, I should probably tell you that the clock isn't working right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was reported. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? What? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? I go to see many places. Oops, I forgot. I've seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Oh, my god. Wow. Alright. Okay. What's it to you, porcupine head? The stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. What's with the guilty in this game and wanting people to die? Well, that would make sense, but court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did, teehee. Scary. Miss May, let me ask, tell me, how did you know that weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you heard about it. Had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she would have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Presents. Have a look at this. Ah, ooh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Mr. Mayafei's phone, were you not? Ooh, ooh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that your witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you cannot prove. You still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof to the victim. The victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Is. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May. You used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. What's the answer? Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. Oh, you lawyer. It's not fair. All of you are ganging up on me like this. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? The court scene around this April May now and deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping or irrelevant? Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I heard you call that I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you wiretapped her phone? Huh, I'd like you to pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. Probably thinking like this, you pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man to tell her that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Wait, I say way. Oh, I can assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 p.m. at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. Oh my god. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene of the crime of the murder. So where does that leave us? It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's cell phone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Miss Maya Fey, commit murder. No, you're just gonna let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything else to say? Well... Defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree that the one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition: if Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Alright, I'll accept it. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I'll accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel boy to the stand. Hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Why would he be permitted to bring that shit in? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. Tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his... I almost said tetanus? Which isn't anywhere in this text. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I'm the head of the bellboy. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Gate Water Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 p.m. After 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought to her precisely at the time I discovered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may continue cross-examination. That is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, my will be finished. Nine on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She's watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished her. Fine, the time of the murder. Put it to her precisely the requested time, of course. With the iced coffee. Make yourself. Precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be sure? Miss May was quite insistent that we brought them. Oh, bellboy, teehee, I like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 p.m. Why would she be so particular about the time? We delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, I brought the room service, sir. The guests, sir, favored me with an embracer. Embrace. Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss. More of a peck on the cheek. Alright. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. There's a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Well, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't be... Protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The shroud of justice has gone on for long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service. Tell me again about room service. Let's do the. I see. $18. Seems expensive. Yes. Well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skimp on the ice, sir. What did he say? Okay. Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool! You fool! You foolish fool! I've done it. I've won. So April May checked in to a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved that may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I held it impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself had an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 224, District Court, Defendant Lobby. I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? The face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? The man that was with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyways? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, the case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I'm counting too. 1, 2. As for a full report of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. And, the victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Oh my god. 1.5 cases. Save your progress? Fuck yeah. Alright. I think it's time for me to call it a stram. Because I'm getting exhausted. Yeah, I'm spleeby. So, I will see you all another time. Much love, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye.